North Yankton isn't a real place, so this means absolutely nothing to us.
Get down there! Alright, everybody pays attention, no one gets hurt!
This is going to be my first sin off of this game, and it's just because throwing us in the middle of a heist was brilliant for an opening. It's engaging, it's fun, and you learn the controls fast.
Go! Open the door! They'll get worse than hurt! Hey! Come on! Finally! Don't do anything!
He hit that dude for the love of the game. Seriously, you have a rifle. I don't think he wasn't going to comply.
There's enough here for us all to enjoy.
Depends on how you look at it.
Depends on how you're looking at it. You guys are packing 2 bricks of cash at a time, you greedy bastard.
What's this? Local resistance?
It ain't supposed to go down like...
They literally sent 3 cop cars to an armed bank robbery that already has a murder. They don't want to catch these people.
Jesus!
Not beating the train.
Alright, Brad's gonna be fine. We gotta get the out of here. I'm hit.
Michael stupidly stood over a guy who just got sniped instead of opting to find some cover. Like, yeah, just stay out in the wide open, have some cookies and a spot of tea. I'm sure you got some time.
Michael was not always a good husband, not always a good citizen. He did not die a hero's death, but he was a man. Our Lord was crucified with 2 thieves.
Character faking their death to avoid punishment cliche.
Your son, James. He's a good kid?
He's a good kid? A good kid? Why? Does he help the f***ing poor? No. He sits on his ass all day, smoking dope and jerking off while he plays that f***ing game. If that's our standard for goodness, then no wonder this country's screwed.
I mean, you're his dad. Have you ever just tried parenting him? Grounding him from the game? Anything?
Yeah, good looking out, homie. Appreciate it.
Man, get your stupid ass on. Damn, why don't you ask him if he knows the owner? Or better yet, do some skywriting that reads there's a couple here about to boost some cars in case somebody didn't realize.
See, what you don't realize is we ain't boosting. This is legit business.
Isn't repossession still a crime if you break into a property? Like, even if they were in the right in this situation, it would still be a crime.
Come on. Shit, come on.
Franklin just berated his friend for announcing their presence, but then full-on sprints instead of opting to sneak. And I know, I am the one in control here, but at the same time, why is this even an option?
I don't get you, bro.
You are a racist and I don't like you. And I will not sell you this car. I will not. You make my skin crawl, you neo-Nazi. Hey, you are all the same. You're disgusting. This racist insulted me.
He's insulting you? You just called him a goose stepper and then called him disgusting. I'm sorry, who's the insulting one here?
You better keep it right, because this man right here, he's an international businessman, a multiculturalist.
That I could not have said better myself. But seriously, maybe he's not a racist. But I don't think that he is man enough for a car like this.
Sleazy car salesmen. And their cohorts. And their tactics.
Wait a second.
This guy right here, him, get him a hybrid. That's a real man's car.
I think you are right, Lamar. You get a tax rebate. I understand. Money is an issue, eh?
Preying on toxic masculinity.
What's up? Can a low come up in your crib?
Man, f you. I'll see you at work.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Maybe you got rid of that old yee ass haircut you got, you get some on your dick.
I have seen this cutscene modded so many times, I feel like it's just lost all meaning. I don't think I will ever be able to unhear Darth Vader roasting this guy.
That's a 9mm semi-automatic pushed against your skull.
Look around.
That's nowhere near his skull. In fact, if anything, you're aiming that out the window.
Shitty situations, dog! Franklin! What the f*** are you doing?
Mr. Simeon, it's not exactly how it looks.
I always trump big for a job well done. Now get out of here, kid.
Michael might actually be a weirdly decent guy. I mean, he held us at gunpoint. We didn't really have an option in doing this, but he decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna pay you. Good service. Now that's the kind of integrity I like in my criminals.
You recognize this car? Huh?
Does it look like it's worth $5 grand a month to you?
You fucking racist!
I'll tell you something. This thing's gonna need some serious body work before it's worth $5 grand a month.
Man, Simeon can really take some abuse. I mean, we have to fight him before this cutscene, and we beat the crap out of him pretty hard. And then it just continues in this, like we're hitting him with the car door. How is this man still awake?
What do you want?
Man, I come by for that drink you offered, that's all.
I wasn't really serious about that.
What?
You're here, whatever. Sit.
This is the second time Franklin's been at Michael's place, and the first time he was robbing him, but Michael's just like, you know, I was joking about that drink, but you know what? Go ahead, sit down, let's hang, bro. Seems like a real good basis for a friendship, huh?
You look like a good kid. But if you want my advice, you give this shit up. You work hard, screw over everybody that you love. Hurt, rob, kill indiscriminately, and maybe, just maybe if you're lucky, you become a 3-bit gangster. It's bullshit. Go to college. Then you're gonna rip people off and get paid for it.
I'm actually going to take a sin off for Michael being introspective in his advice, because although he walked away from his crimes wealthy and alive, he is deeply dissatisfied with his own life, and he doesn't want Franklin to go through that.
I'm in our boat going down the Western Highway. It's been stolen.
What? The yacht's been stolen?
I was trying to sell it. I know you didn't want it sold, but I need money, and they don't want to buy it. They just want to take it.
Michael doesn't send Jimmy to boot camp after he attempted to sell his yacht.
We got a plan? Sure. Once I get us up close, you're the boarding party.
More like the falling in traffic party.
Quick question, why is this the plan? Why are we not just shooting out the tires of the car? I mean, hear me out, what are we gonna do, drive the boat? It's not a land-based vehicle. What, are we low on gas? Why don't we just keep following the truck until it either reaches its destination or has to stop?
Or we could just, like, shop it, you know? Play darts or get our drink on. Strip clubs. Come on, dude, I get real crazy.
Yeah, I got your number, shit, I need it, man, but, hey, you know what? Man, go easy on your pops, dog, all right?
All right, church.
The fact that we had to save Jimmy, even though it seems like Michael has an outright contempt for his son at times.
All right, church.
Exactly, man.
My brother from another mother. I mean, I hope so, because my mom was kind of a skank back in the day. See ya.
Foreshadowing. It's awful I can say that given what he just said about his mother.
Damn, boy. No, man. That ain't what we after.
They chose to include, and somebody had to animate this.
Hey, you! Stop it!
What's up, man?
Get out of my way.
Michael, calm down.
What the is going on?
Nothing happened. It was a
She
misunderstanding.
a brick in my bed.
You bull me.
It wasn't like that.
You win?
It, I'm in. Let's roll. Let's get this mother.
Don't kill him!
Jimmy lied to us when he was telling us that his mom used to be a hoe. It's called using present tense, Jimmy. Use your grammar.
I told you I comped the session, bud!
The coach assuming this would be about money.
Yeah, he gonna feel this, dog. Yeah, homie, you know what time it is. Are you serious?
I am once again taking a sin off just for this mission. It's stupid, it's petty, and it is by far one of the funniest missions I have ever seen.
What did you pull an architecturally significant, modernist wonder home down the hillside in Vinewood Hills?
Becoming in debt to a drug lord for something other than drugs. Seriously, we didn't even get to, like, steal a whole meth lab or something. We just rightfully went after a tennis coach that was boinking Michael's wife. If anything, it's his fault.
Ah, man, I'm mortgaged up to my eyeballs. Look, I only know one way to make money. I'm gonna have to give an old friend a call. Lester. I think he's in town somewhere. I'm gonna have to track him down.
Having to call up Lester. I thought that gooner was only in GTA Online.
Hello. Is this still the number for Lester Crest?
Who's asking?
Who's asking? Who's asking?
Michael's response to hearing Lester's very identifiable voice, not just being, oh yeah, that's Lester.
You need my help.
How do you know?
Because you came here. Why else would you?
I haven't been a good friend for you, Lester.
I know that. And you're gonna make it up to me by doing whatever I ask. Or rather, I mean, I need something done, you need to know something, so why not help each other?
Obese out of shape Lester with a cane really thought he could get away with saying something like that just to immediately fold as soon as Michael stood up.
Oh, I know you never mentioned my name. I know I'm not on any lists anywhere. I know you never betrayed me. As for you, you gotta figure that I never told anyone. That instead of gently decomposing in North Yankton, you're angrily decomposing in Los Santos with a shrink and a wife who don't love you no more.
Having a guy looking like this pointing out the fact that your life is really sad. Seriously, I'm not sure anyone could come back from this L. Whatever the hell that was.
Hey, have you seen the prototype in the demo room? When Norris announces it at the keynote, minds are gonna blow.
Yes, they are.
There was no reason for him to divulge that information, especially to an intern whose identity he hasn't even confirmed.
I think someone's trying to talk with me. Hello?
Oh!
We're now accomplices to murder. And if you look at this clip here, we didn't wear gloves touching the briefcase or the phone, so the cops are definitely gonna find us in 5 seconds.
Let's see, either we hit a bank in the sticks or we do a store. Which do you like?
Well, store's usually easier, but I gotta make a big take.
Well, gems it is then.
I love that the options are either a bank that'll probably be super secure, or a store that doesn't really care that much because they have insurance. A jewelry store should have been plan f***ing A.
Okay, now that you've got that out of the way, can you take the photographs? Glasses are live, shoot away.
I'm actually going to remove a sin, because whether you're doing this stuff online or in the story mode, it's probably one of the most engaging things GTA has ever done. And to be honest, pretty experimental for the series.
Now we all know why we're here. We've got a store to take. The plan is simple.
The alarm system is easy. Now, if I didn't need to be running things, I could have it offline myself. No problem, but you should be able to get us a pretty decent window. How decent depends on the job you do.
If I was there, I could totally do it. Okay, well then, why aren't we taking an extra day for you to teach the hacker some extra tricks?
Hey, we hit our target. Let's see how high we can go.
Yo, so for the last time, move it.
Man, get the out of my face.
Oh.
You forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them.
Despite the loud glass shattering, this guy was focused on a person outside the jewelry store. Also, the fact that they let me use this motorcycle for a heist. Yeah, this is probably not going to be one of the 1,000 things he forgets today.
All right, people. We need to split up. They're gonna be looking for a crew.
I'll wire your cuts when the rocks have been sold.
That was crazy, dog. So what now?
They didn't pack any extra clothes inside the van. You know, to get out of the very noticeable red matching jumpsuits. Also, it's really funny to me that Michael's only known Franklin for like a couple days and he hired him for this. You did a great job helping me save my son. You want to help me rob a jewelry store?
Oh, hey.
Albert's story had a lucky escape when the thieves ran straight into it.
Yeah, I was just doing my job, and I say to this guy, hey, you gotta move these bikes.
I don't know any.
And this other guy runs out of the shop, he pushes me over and says something like, you forget thousands of things every day. You make sure this is one of them.
This single line makes Trevor believe that Michael is alive.
No, I am Mr. Chang's humble translator. Mr. Chang now.
我操他妈的，真是爽翻了！ You all speak Spanish, speak it to each other.
That's racist.
这真是我人生中最美好的一。
What is wrong with him?
就是这个，就是这个，来来来来来。
Now, I'm not gonna pretend I know how one should act in a bar catering specifically to meth heads, but I'm pretty sure exactly not like this.
But we hear that Trevor Phillips Corporation is serious business. We pay good price. Things work out, we partner.
Believing in Trevor Phillips Corporation. Take one look at this man and tell me one thing about him that looks corporate.
Stop it! You two, you're ruining my yoga!
Somebody say yoga?
Trevor? Michael.
Hey, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, I bet it is. Of course, I'm not the one that's been resurrected.
There's just something eerily sad about the fact that both of these guys thought the other was dead for different reasons. Also, Trevor only found Michael because his friend Wade happened to know a Michael that had 2 kids and a wife, and Trevor just assumed, hey, that kind of sounds like my friend.
All right, it's fame or shame for Tracy DeSanta. Music! When I came home last night.
Discount America's Got Talent. Also, Tracy thinks these moves are good enough for America's Got Talent.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
What are you doing?
Now, I want you to dance sexy, celebrity.
I mean, I need music or...
Listen, I'm all for payback, but I don't want to see this dude in his Grundies. And anyone who knows Laszlo knows they're Grundy.
Davey, how you doing?
About as good as can be expected, but the news is not good.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you did that fucking jewelry job.
I get that he's in witness protection, but nobody saw his face, so this doesn't really matter.
You called it.
Trevor.
A couple days ago. We haven't really talked about anything either.
But if, no when, he starts asking questions about why you're not feeding worms south of the Canadian border.
They're more worried about the words of a meth head than witness protection finding out the person they're protecting commit a major crime.
He has information which will put me and my superiors out of circulation. Those agency have got the coroner's office locked down. We need you to verify the body.
So how the hell am I gonna get in here?
Well, you've played dead before, haven't you?
Instead of giving him any real information, he gave him a concussion. You know, those are really bad for you.
John Doe, white male, overweight, in his late 40s, possible coroner.
This is just the coroners roasting Michael and his body without even looking at him. And we here at the Thundross Corporation do not stand for body shaming.
Give it up! Surrender yourself!
We did not just knock this guy out with a ninja karate chop. That might be the dumbest thing in this game. Like, we just kind of bap and he went down like a sack of potatoes.
Back into my pelvis. Back. Back. Yes, there you go.
Oh! Hey, enough of that!
Michael gets reasonably jealous watching his wife in a compromising position after finding her with another instructor a few days earlier, but she ultimately blames him for his jealousy.
Yoga is the answer, Mikhail. But what is the question?
Why am I such a moron?
We are leaving, and we are never coming back.
Good!
You are alone, you pathetic psychopath!
Isn't this actually good for Michael? I mean, this woman periodically cheats on him, so I don't see how he's taking a loss here.
So, want a drink?
I'm driving.
Because normally you're such a between the white lines, friend to the pedestrian kind of guy.
Fine. Give it here. Okay, your turn.
Maybe when we get home.
Who's... Sorry.
Jimmy decides to drug the person who is currently the driver of the vehicle he is presently in. Jimmy is not a smart boy.
Michael, I think you finally lost your mind. Your recent behavior and the company you've been keeping already had me very concerned. Now you've taken to attacking my Fabian, who is a close friend, and then Jimmy said you took drugs while driving him in your car.
Jimmy drugged Michael. How is this his fault? Also, what company? Trevor? He found you guys. Michael wasn't even trying to get him in his life.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't stop.
This! Terminate him! Close this problem right now!
This interview isn't happening in a windowless room 10 feet underground, so this can happen.
Let's go. Where are we? Hey, go easy on him.
Thank you. Oh, you saved me. Hey. No, huh? No.
Hey, I said easy. Oh, come on, give the guy a break.
Michael thought saying, hey, take it easy on him would actually mean something. I mean, it's not like we're handing him off to good people here. Plus, they didn't even rough him up that much. They just put a bag on his head and threw him in the back of the truck. They didn't even restrain him, so he's gonna be able to take that off pretty fast.
You gotta quit that man.
Yeah, I know.
I take speed mostly, and look at me. Boom! Best shape of my life.
Yeah, because Trevor is the peak of health, both physically and mentally.
He reminds me of one of those guys you see advertising pills for middle-aged men that can't get her.
Hey,
Devin Weston is a very good friend of mine, so why don't you watch your tongue? Because let me tell you something, that guy gets more tail than, than a tail catcher.
You couldn't come up with something better than tail catcher? You couldn't say something like, oh, he gets more ass than the toilet seat. I mean, I just came up with that in 5 seconds, and I feel like it works better with the dialogue.
Now, our friend here, he claims he doesn't know anything.
I don't know anything. I don't know. I already told nothing. Nothing. I don't know anything. Please.
Saving a guy from torture just to get tortured. Man, some of these missions just kind of feel like I'm going around in circles.
The agency taking all the glory.
Let me go.
Hey, is all this, huh?
I think it's a good time, buddy.
Michael handed this guy over to corrupt FIB people and thought there would be a happy ending for him.
Turns out that was the wrong Azerbaijani. We need a new address from Mr. K. Choose your instrument and go to work on it.
I don't really have a joke here. I mean, in a game full of wanton destruction and violence, somehow this torture scene just feels really out of place. On top of that, it ends up being pointless because the guy actually doesn't know anything, so why are we doing this? Did GTA really need this shock value?
Let's go, come on.
Where's taking me to?
Let's just go, okay? I ain't gonna let those G-Man scumbags tell me what to do.
Trevor just spent 20-30 minutes torturing this guy at those G-Men's behest, but murder? No, that's too far.
Mr. Raspberry Jam? Whoa! Whoa! Now, Mr. Raspberry Jam, he died a noble death, bringing great joy to a lonely man.
Oh, dear God, Mr. Raspberry Jam needs to be burned. I just... no.
That's low self-esteem, Wade. We gotta build him back up. Now! And... there, perfect.
That wall was completely empty, and in the 3 to 5 seconds Trevor was actively just drawing on it, it somehow got tape and pictures. Where did that stuff come from?
So what's up, man?
Sit down and face forward. Now, I don't have a lot of time. I know you need money. Did Michael tell you about Life Invader?
Oh, y'all two did that?
Look forward. We're two strangers having a friendly chat.
You know, for two people just having a friendly chat, you sure are talking very loud. Because this is how you talk to people when you're trying to be inconspicuous. To be honest, I'm surprised this guy ever leaves his goon cave.
Okay, so there's a new mollusk, sort of a super mollusk, and it's called Priapods. It's giving the living rigor mortis. Only Brett Lowry, CEO of Bilkington Research, paid off the FDA, and he doesn't care that his hardness pills are giving desperate, middle-aged men the world over heart attacks.
Lester almost sounds personally affected by this.
Because I was told that if we helped out with that thing, which we did, then our past indiscretions would be forgotten in a haze of patriotic fervor.
Who told you that? Did I tell you that? I'm in charge here, Fruity.
If a person has to scream that they're in charge, they're probably not in charge. Also, apparently Trevor trusted the government that they would do that. That doesn't sound like him.
Some of the government, some of it is pretty corrupt.
Not your bit, right?
Yes, but we're corrupt in a good way.
Corrupt and good are literally antonyms, so that was a pretty piss-poor explanation.
I think they're gonna use this money to finance a war on our streets. And we need you boys to requisition that money for us.
The bonds are leaving the terminal in an armored car.
We don't have time to prepare the right way.
It's not my concern. I cannot allocate any more resources to this.
We want you to help us, but I'm not going to help you help us. Do you know how stupid that sounds? I'm pretty sure this dude wants to get caught.
I got it. Classic blitz play. It's an industrial area, right? So I'm thinking vehicles. Trash truck to block, tow truck to sack them. We get some disguises, and we're golden.
Michael somehow comes up with an oversimplification of an idea he just got. Also, I know wilder things have happened in Grand Theft Auto, but is a trash truck really that easy to allocate? He just seems very confident that he can get his hands on one. I don't know why this is the thing I'm questioning, but he just makes it sound like he's gonna pick it up at a local dealership.
Nah, that's not how we work.
Well, you'll forgive me, but that's how we're gonna work this time, all right? We're doing it my way, because as I recall the last time when we did it your way, we all got shot at, you got buried, resurrected, turned into a and Brad ended up in a f***ing prison.
You know, I can appreciate that they didn't make the first mission DLC, because if anyone would have heard this version of the story instead of getting that, they all would have been like, oh my god, I want to play that mission! That being said, Michael is not once asked about Brad, and I'm surprised Trevor isn't suspicious about that.
And you, Michael, owe me, all right? So this time, we do things my way.
Yeah, and what about after this?
After this, we think about things.
You know, I never questioned it, but why is Michael going along with Trevor's heist? I mean, we're doing the stuff for FIB because they're blackmailing us, but he has nothing to gain doing this. Is it because of guilt? Michael doesn't seem like the kind of person that would feel guilt. At least not for a sociopath like Trevor.
What? Hey man, what the f you doing here?
You should be in bed.
Yes, I should be. I would be if certain known associates weren't busy making themselves enemies of the state. You know, the FIB, Merryweather, IAA, you can with them all day long. But when you try and steal an experimental super weapon and sell it to the Chinese, you and everyone you ever knew is gonna be in the ass, you chumps!
Why did Trevor even bother doing this? Apparently he thought we were going to be selling it to the Chinese, but the only Chinese connection he has are those two guys at the beginning, and they went to his rivals. Seriously, what the hell was Trevor's plan?
Alright, man, so what now?
Well, maybe I can organize to have it taken back and found amongst the wreckage.
Having to see Lester's booty cheeks. Seriously, out of the 4 characters on screen, Lester's butt is the second to last one I'd want to see.
Come on, Franklin.
You owe me, Michael. I am owed. What you gonna do, huh?
I'll think of something. I gotta get Franklin some work too. I'll take this.
He doesn't owe Trevor shit. I mean, it's not Michael's fault Trevor picked a stupid target. Maybe next time pick something you can actually sell and, you know, actually have a plan for. Seriously, what Chinese people was he going to get in contact with?
Let's do this.
Non-inconspicuous masks.
Hey man, I got these mother.
Franklin survived this impact. Do you know how much force it would take to actually tip a truck like that?
Don't stand near the bump, kid.
Franklin is walking around just fine without a concussion or severe whiplash after hitting an armored truck.
You're gonna dress up as traffic cops, and you're gonna rob 2 trust fund kids that I know and dislike intensely. Why?
We can get a good price for the vehicles in Asia. Look, complete the work, you'll all be well paid.
I feel like we're putting in a lot of effort for not a lot of money. Like, what? The money from the trust fund kids isn't enough? Also, couldn't we just hold them for ransom? Is this really worth it to sell some cars overseas? I just feel like we're making this more complicated than it needs to be.
I'm telling you, 2.7 millimeters.
Hey, how about we see which one of you two is for real? So get in your cars and let's see if they move as fast as your mouth.
Ooh, the fool wants to race us.
We were just getting out of here anyway.
All right.
These two guys don't question that a rando just pulled up to a gas station, didn't fill his gas tank, and just immediately challenged them to a race.
Gentlemen, move the vehicles.
Hey, gimme 5, 5, and 5. Oh!
This guy is such a cheeseball.
Bye-bye, gentlemen, and stay spiritual.
Oh, and Michael, I'll be in touch about your friend, Solomon.
So I understand that Michael is doing these jobs because he wants to meet a man named Richard Solomon. But what I can't figure out is why does Devin need the money? He's already a billionaire, and to be honest, there's probably less illegal, if not just easier ways for him to increase his net worth.
So what's it about?
It's perfect. Set in Liberty City. Meltdown. It's all being shot on green screen right out back there.
Listen, I'm not saying that green screen is terrible, but if the entire movie is shot with green screen, there's probably a good chance you cannot describe it as perfect.
So what's the problem?
Milton McElroy. I cast him in the second lead because he's cheap. 0 talent, incidentally. He's been hassling us about renegotiating the deal. So now, he's holding up shooting until he gets paid.
That sounds problematic.
It would be if the director wanted to shoot. Anton Baudelaire. Ever heard of him? That doesn't surprise me.
You know, for a project he's been describing as perfect, he seems to have gotten a veritable who's who of who the hell is that. And I just have to wonder why. Like, do you want this to go well, or is this just a money laundering scheme? Actually, that'd make a lot of sense in this universe.
Gentlemen, how you like this space? It's gonna be an EDM paradise. There's gonna be sparklers stuck in bottles,
implants, tramp stamps, all the real shit. That's Pelosi entertainment.
Having to deal with Rocco Pelosi again. I hated him in the Ballad Gay Tony, and I hate him here.
You're an artist, I know that. And this story is the best kind of art. A simplistic, cliche-ridden pile of dross that you will turn into magic. Get a grip, I love ya.
I'm sorry, he really doesn't seem like he cares about this project.
Alvin, Milton here has a little something he wants to say to you. Say it.
I just want to say that I'm sorry for any misunderstanding, sir, and I appreciate all the opportunities that you've given me.
Wow, he sounds so sincere and not scripted at all.
You know, if this beauty was a woman, I'd have to break my 20 and under rule.
Man, this man decides to vocalize that he's thinking of a car.
Hey, tell me something. You know how many of these things they made?
Shit, like 10?
No, not like 10, man. Exactly 10.
First of all, that's racist. Second, I know he's selling it, but whoever gets it isn't really gonna be able to drive it around, because if somebody recognizes it, it's like, hey, that's one of those cars that there's only 10 of. I wonder where he got it. And what's the point of having something that you can't even show off?
So what did you tell him about me, about Martin Madrazo?
Martine's an old friend of mine, Trevor.
The truth.
Martine is a terrifying psychopath who tried to kill me.
Exactly.
So's Trevor, but we still hang around that guy, so you're probably cool.
My cousin, you met in Michael. Well, apparently, he's thinking about testifying against me.
So I have him killed.
Wow, what a helpful answer.
Yeah, I'm sure the terrifying psychopath didn't think of that one.
Huh?
Trevor, come on.
You still want to drink?
Not now! Pendeja! ¿Qué no ves que estoy hablando con las gentes aquí?
She came to serve drinks and he yelled at her. I feel really great working for this guy.
There it is. Out past downtown. Gotta shoot in front to compensate for the speed of the jet.
So I can believe that you could probably do this with a strong enough rifle, but to my knowledge, Michael has no military training in any level, so I don't believe a civilian-career criminal like Michael would have the skill to do this.
T, how'd it go? Fine, just fine. I got the files. I'll take them to Madrazo and explain the human cost of this errand.
Tell us how well that goes, Trevor. Given that this guy just gave us an assignment to down his own cousin's plane, I don't think he considers, let alone values, the human cost.
I asked for a fair day's pay after a fair day's work. Then he kind of got a little angry. So I admit, I kind of got a little angry.
Did you kill him?
What kind of animal do you take me for? No, I didn't kill him.
Trevor acts like that's a weird question, even though in the first few minutes we saw him, he murders a guy.
But I did kidnap his wife.
Oh, no. Oh, the did you do?
He just told you, he kidnapped the guy's wife. Okay, but why do they think Martin's even going to care? The man screamed at his wife for getting them drinks he asked for, and he just had us down his cousin's plane. The man clearly does not care about his family. But now this is the part where you start realizing we're almost at the end of the video and only about halfway through the story. And for those of you that didn't see the community post, this is actually going to be part 1 of a 2-part series. But before I explain why, I'd like to make one small disclosure. I actually had to get the clips for this game off of a YouTube channel called Act Twister. I will be putting a link to their channel in the description below, but the reason is that my Elgato capture card decided it was no longer for this world. It brought me down to the options of letting it burn down my apartment or just let it rest. And, well, I chose the latter. The good news is I didn't really need any gameplay footage and just the cutscenes, so the only real difference is going to be what the characters are wearing, but I still wanted to give credit where credit was due. Now, the reason I decided to split up this video is because A, it was getting pretty long and like I said, we're only about halfway through the story, but B, my work schedule is just kind of hectic over this next week. In fact, I don't even have a day off for the next 7 days. But on top of that, I recently got sick, which is part of why there hasn't been a video out recently. Like, I couldn't even record, my voice was so bad. Hell, you can actually kind of hear it at the beginning of this video. But I really wanted to put something out that wasn't just a short or a community post this week, and I figured the video is long enough that I could get away with it. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video and you want to see the next part, I hope you guys will like and subscribe, and I promise you it'll be out in the next 2 weeks. So until part 2, try not to do anything too stupid, please keep yourself safe, and until next time, this is Thundross signing off.